Okay, we're live. I'm gonna pull up the, yeah. It's freezing in here. For some reason, I cut out the sleeves on my jacket.
Oh, did you actually cut it?
Yeah.
I thought you bought it that way.
No, I cut it. I don't, actually, I know what I was thinking. The sleeves were so short. I was like this, and they would come out to here. And I'm like, this is dumb. I just don't want to wear this. I'll make it into a
I
vest.
can't have all the sleeve I need. I don't want any sleeve.
Exactly. You would either have to like wear it up here all the time.
You did a good job cutting it.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. I would have messed up.
Precision.
All right, I'll sit there. All right, Father, I'm grateful for this day, for this time we have to be together. I'm grateful for our classes and for things we're learning. We ask you to please bless with that spirit this time and help us so we can learn more. We see these things in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen.
Spiritual thought. I gave a talk at church this week.
Did you?
Yeah.
How'd it go?
It was good. Everybody was laughing.
Of course. Of course. Did you tell a story about how you floated down the river?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. That's like your go-to story for a talk.
Well, I told it like, well, it's the second time I've told it before. But they told me to pick a topic on like missionary work or something from like general conferences. I chose the Emissaries of the Lord talk.
Okay.
Talking about like being like home teachers and like why that's important for us here at BYU, Idaho. And related to missionary work, from doing missionary work and home teaching out here than anywhere else. Because like anywhere else, if people are struggling or having a hard time, it's evident because they don't go to church and they don't keep the commandments. Whereas out here, people are struggling, they still go to church and you would never know that they're struggling with anything. And so I talked about how we really need to be able to reach out to people when we feel inspired, to really be full, like paying attention to the Spirit, and just being good friends. Because if we're good friends with these people that we're trying to serve, then we're going to be able to tell when something's off or when they need help or when they're struggling. And then I also told people that if any of them ever are struggling, not to be afraid to reach out, because we all need help at one point or another. And more likely than not, there's also everyone around them is struggling too in one aspect or another. So that was what I talked about this week.
That's pretty cool, Paul.
Yeah. And then I told a story about floating down the river, pulling them out of the rapids alive.
All right, that's cool. Okay.
All right, vote individually.
I say nay.
I also said nay. But my answer's more right than yours.
Okay.
Okay. If yes, what should he do with the money?
If no, why not? I'll go first. So I say no because, I mean, just kind of reading the case, it was kind of clear that they didn't really have, I mean, yeah, they could put money somewhere and spend the $5 million somewhere, but like they're kind of in a crucial time right here because their competition over in Boston is focusing on the property managers and landlords kind of doing the same type of thing. And if they take their focus away from their competition and they just focus on funding's a big process. It takes time. And if they did accept the funding, they would have to do it quick. They would have to plan everything. I don't know if they should take that risk because they're in this kind of pivotal time. And they don't want to get too top heavy as well because, I mean, maybe I'm just biased, but with the company that we worked for, I feel like they were very top heavy and they're kind of crumbling right now because they spent so much money and they don't really have revenue to back it up. And also they mentioned in the case too, like once new businesses start spending, it's really hard for them to stop. So they get all this money and then they're spending and spending and spending, and it's hard for them to stop. I think they should build a solid foundation, focus on their competition, make sure they themselves are pretty solid, pretty set up. And then, because it's not like the funding will just like they'll never have that opportunity again to receive that funding.
Right. I mean, because the way it's forecast and the way it's projected right now, they're going to be worth more in the future because they're not struggling. They have gotten distracted and need to refocus themselves on like their specific market niche they're trying to get on with the landlords and the rental managers. But yeah, they're going to be worth more in the future. They just continue the course. One of the things that he said in the case too was that $5 million is a big responsibility. He didn't just want to have it sitting around, but if they were going to accept it, they wanted to have a carefully planned out like route of what they would do with the money. And like Cole said, like right now they've already been distracted enough trying to figure out their brokerage side and their agent side of the company. They've been neglecting their niche market already. So I don't think they have the time or the need to go through a whole investment round at this point.
Yeah,
it's not like they're scraping for cash. Yeah,
they have plenty of money to last them for the next 7 months. They said.
Yeah.
So
and it's not like this is like super expensive business either, I'm guessing. Not a lot of overhead. All right, read page 7. I tried to raise funds conversion funnel. Okay. I tried to raise funds from Sand Hill Rose venture capitalists in October and November. They liked our team and our idea, but they told me to come back when I had proved the model in more than one city. I demonstrated lifetime customer value well in excess of average customer acquisition cost, and I had reliable data on my sales cycle and conversion funnel. Okay, I read it. Why do investors care about customer lifetime value, customer acquisition cost, and sales conversion data? Well, because they need to see how profitable this is going to be. Customer lifetime value, from what I understand, is how long that person is going to be. What is the lifespan of the customer actually using their product, right?
That's what that is.
I think so.
I never heard of that.
Hold on, let me make sure.
Customer lifetime value.
Customer lifetime value definition.
According to Wikipedia, in marketing, customer lifetime customer value, or lifetime value is a prediction of the net profit attributed to the entire future relationship with a customer.
Yeah, so basically how long they're going to be a customer of your product.
Okay.
So they need to see that these people are not going to just sign up and then ditch their company. They need to see that these people are going to like the product and keep coming back and using it, and for how long they're going to, like what the average time frame is.
And why do investors care about all of this information? It's because they're investing their money. They want a profit. They want to see a return on their investment, a positive return. And I mean, if they don't care about any of these things, the customer acquisition cost, sales conversion data, and all that stuff, they're not going to be able to see if it's going to be profitable for them to invest.
I mean, that's kind of like an example would be Vivint. Vivint signs you up for a 5-year contract paying $50 a month. And so that person generally has at least a 5-year customer life value. And so they know they're going to make so much money off this customer.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas with this one, like they're not quite sure, especially when he still like was a young company. Customer acquisition cost, that's going to be how much it costs to actually acquire them, like whether that's through marketing, word of mouth, hiring people to advertise for them, etc. I mean, that's important because that's how much it's going to cost you to get those customers. So they're looking right now, this is going to be like life expectancy of like accruing revenue.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be the cost of getting customers. And then sales conversion data, like what's going to be their contribution margin, what's going to be like their average profit off of their average profit off of each individual. So, I mean, investors care about that because they want to see a return on their investments eventually make money, like you said.
Okay.
All right. What is CLV of a RentJuice customer? Let me ask you to report your decision and post-discussion poll. Use the following assumptions. Annual churn is 38%. Monthly revenue per customer is $440. Gross margin 75%. Customer acquisition cost is given in the case. There's $2,300. Is that customer acquisition cost? Is that like per person?
I think so.
Wow, that is high. Does it even make a return to that? So, if their gross,
Because we were kind of having a hard time finding how much money they're making.
yeah, or
'Cause it doesn't really.
is an example of like what?
Yeah.
So, if they're gonna make $440 customer, you multiply that by 75%. They make $330 a customer per month. Times 12. So off of each person, if they stay for a year, they're gonna make 39,000 or 3,900 bucks about. So it costs 2,200 per person per customer. They make a total of $1,660 a customer a year. That's if they stay on per year. Annual churn, I'm guessing, is like the amount of people that leave after using them for 1 year.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So
I'm pretty sure. What is churn in business? I said churn, not turn. What is churn in business?
According to Wikipedia, churn rate, in its broadest sense, is a measure of the number of individuals or items moving out of the collective group over a specific period of
Yeah,
time.
you're right.
okay. I don't know how it factor that in there, 38%.
So 38% of people leave.
Right.
They lose 38% of their customer base each year.
So
But how much do they gain?
yeah, we don't know who's out. Tell us how many customers they have.
And how many new customers they get?
Customer life value. Because we can't really know the customer life value if we don't know how long the average person stays. If they give us how many people stay per year, that's one thing, but like how many are actually going to stay for average length of time, that's different. How do you determine customer life value?
According to Ometria, and customer lifetime value, the only equation you need to remember. Put simply, in e-commerce, CLV is the value a customer contributes to your business over the entire lifetime at your company. Simply the sum of the gross profit from all historic purchases for an individual customer.
So that's stupid because they really can't tell you like how long they're going to stay because they don't have each individual customer's thing. But so far, if they stay for 1 year at least, they're going to make six. I mean, if they have a 38% churn rate, you're going to lose 38% of your customers per year. We also don't know how many people they're gaining per year, though, either. So I don't know what you're looking for here, teacher. How come there's not more material on this stuff before we go and do it? I don't get it. I feel like I'm missing a video or a book or something like that. Anyway, sorry to complain on video.
I don't know. Okay, how well is the sales funnel at RentJuice working? Well, again, we don't really.
Oh, it showed us. It's just really unreadable.
What can you think of how to improve? How can you reduce the customer acquisition cost?
So on that thing, the little chart is right here, sales funnel.
Which one is the sales funnel? This is the sources of revenue. I don't know where the sales funnel is.
but it's unreadable. I can't even like make it out on the computer.
What page is it? Oh, this one. Oh yeah, that's really blurry.
That's bad.
So you got agencies, something per agency, something per agency. I don't even know what that says.
Yeah. It's a really crappy document. Yeah, all those numbers are blurry too. Talk time per agency, blurry number. As far as I can tell, it looks good because I can't read any of the numbers.
Rejections 9 days. 3 subscribers. Well, I don't know what the days part is. What's it asking again? Customer acquisition.
No,
How to
it said, how well is the sales funnel or RentJuice working? What can you think? What can you think of to improve it? Can you reduce your customer acquisition cost?
How can you reduce your?
Again, I can't like read half these numbers.
Okay. Well, move on. How should he respond to the new competition? I think, like I said earlier, I think a big way of him responding positively to his new competition is not taking the funding, not accepting the $5 million, because there's a high likelihood if he does accept that, like we were talking about, if he accepts that funding, then it takes time and you have to plan everything out, and that will give his competition a huge advantage to get ahead of him.
Yeah, because they're already ahead of him right now. I think the same thing. I think that they just need to go in there and focus on like whatever part of the business makes the most money. Now, if that is the landlord and like rental management sector of their company, then that's what they need to go for full force at this time. If that's not though, then I think that they need to focus on whatever makes the most money in their company.
Yeah.
And focus on that, because if they're making more money than Vivero, then they're beating Vivero. That's kind of my thing. List all the options you can think of. List pros and cons of each option. Again, if they are gonna like just focus on Vivero, they're gonna pass up that $5 million worth of investment round. At the same time, if they can go ahead and beat Vivero, and get bigger and become more valuable, then in their Series A investment round that they're holding off on, they're going to be worth more and probably get way more money.
Because they've been focusing, Vivero and his team has been focusing on kind of the back end work, like the broker and agent side of things, and just kind of got distracted on not working on the landlord and property management side. So, I mean, I think they already have a huge step up over their competition, because they've been doing it. They were the first ones to do it.
Yeah.
So their competition is like they're still doing it. Yeah, they're focusing on the landlord and property management, but if they can shift their focus right now and catch the market while it's still young, they can be able to have that niche in the market.
Yeah, I agree. So again, I'm gonna go with hold off on the investment round and just focus on the niche market.
Yeah. So that was our hypothesis as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
All righty.
All right. Cool.
By the way, they